and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are basically going to be talking about how a currency pair is traded, the parts of a currency pair and types of currency pairs. So I'm going to be taking off my face so that you can see my screen, because I need to see every single thing that I'll be showing you on my screen. Okay. So first things first, currency pairs, how are they traded in the Forex market? One thing you should understand is that currency pairs are never traded alone. All right. Take for instance, you want to get a loaf of bread. You go to the market or the supermarket and you want to get a loaf of bread. You don't just go there and tell the vendor, give me a loaf of bread. All right. You go there with the intent of paying. All right. You go there with something that you want to exchange in place of that loaf of bread. All right. That's exactly how it happens. Okay. If you just go and tell the vendor, I want to give me a loaf of bread, he or she will be in anticipation for the money you want to give them in exchange for the bread. So same thing when you're going into the market, when you want to buy a currency pair or you want to sell a currency pair, you want to buy or sell it in exchange for another one. All right. So you will never see a pair just like that. You see a currency paired with another currency. For instance, you will see Great Britain pounds paired with the US dollars. You will see Great Britain pounds against the Japanese yen. You will see the US dollars against Swiss franc. You will see USD against Japanese yen. You will see euro against GBP and so on and so forth. All right. You would see a pair that has two currencies in it. A pair must have two currencies. You just, of course, the name pair. All right. It means two, right? So you must have two currencies in a particular pair, which brings us to what those currencies stand for. Now, if you look at a currency pair, the first one is what we call the base currency. All right. And the second currency is what we call the quote currency. All right. I'll take that again. The base currency is the first one you are seeing on your screen, and the quote currency is the second one you are seeing on your screen. All right. In any currency pair, not just this one in particular, in any currency pair, that's exactly what it is. The first one is the base, second one is the quote. I hope you've taken that down. So in a currency pair where you see a base currency and a quote currency, what this basically means is that for every one base currency, you need a certain amount of the quote currency. All right. The base currency usually has the more volume or more purchasing power than the quote currency usually. Okay. So if you see a pair like GBPUSD, for instance, and on the chart you can see that it is trading for 1.35. Again, this is an instance. It is trading for 1.35. This only means that you would need $1.35, or you need $1.35 to get 1 Britain pounds. Okay, you would, let's say in a currency like GBP JPY, it is currently trading at maybe 195. Okay, again, this is an instance. It is trading at 195. This means that it will take you 195 Japanese yen, which is the quote currency, to get 1 Great Britain pound, which is the base currency. You would have to exchange 100, let's assuming that that pair is trading at 195 on your screen. It only means that you would have to exchange, for you to trade that pair, you are betting 195 Japanese yen against Great Britain pound. So you would need 195 Japanese yen to trade for 1 Great Britain pound. So again, I'll take that again. Base currency is the first currency, quote currency is the second currency, or in any particular pair. And then thirdly, we have 3 types of currencies. In the Forex market, we have 3 types of currency. One is the major currencies, which are mostly traded by a lot of traders, both hedge funds, both forex brokers, both commercial banks. And apart from being the most traded, they are usually dollar denominated, right? Then secondly, we have the cross currencies that usually have non-USD in them. We have non-US dollars in them. And then lastly, the exotic pairs, right? We have, under the major currency, we have examples like Euro USD, that's Euro against the US dollars. We also have Great Britain pounds against the US dollars. We also have USD, United States dollars against Canadian dollars. United States dollars against the Japanese yen, that's USD JPY. And we also have USD CHF, right? United States dollars against Swiss franc, AUD against USD, Australian dollar against US dollars, New Zealand dollars against US dollars. All right, there are about 7 of them. They are actually the most traded. If you are starting out in your forex trading journey, it is mostly advised for you to start out with these major pairs, because that's where you have that's where a lot of traders are also trading. All right, there are a lot of transactions daily on these pairs, right? So it costs the fees are quite lower because they are usually traded. Okay, then the second category is the cross currencies. Like I said, they are non-USD pairs. Under it, we have about 3 of them. We have the Euro cross, Pound cross, Yen cross. That's basically pairs that have these currencies I just mentioned in them. So, for instance, Euro GBP, Euro AUD, Euro NZD, that's Euro against the New Zealand dollars. And then we also have the Pound cross that have pounds, Great Britain pounds in the currency pair. For instance, GBP JPY, that's one of my favorite pairs. GBP AUD, GBP New Zealand dollars, and so on and so forth. And then you have yen crosses, the ones that have yen with them. All right, AUD JPY, GBP JPY, NZD JPY. These are cross pairs. And then finally, we have exotic pairs. The exotic pairs. This is a currency pair that has one developing country, the currency of one developing country paired with one of the major currencies that you know, right? Like when you're trading currencies from countries like India, Hong Kong, Hungary, and so on and so forth, you can use Google, and of course, Google is your friend. You can check out the exotic currency pair. So that will be all for today. I hope everything is understood. Just a recap. Number one, we talked about currency pairs, how they are traded. They are not traded alone. You have to exchange one currency for another. You are betting one. If you are buying a currency, you are saying you are betting that it will take more of a quote currency to get just one base currency. All right. If you're selling, vice versa. The base currency is usually the first currency you see on the currency pair. The quote currency is usually the second currency you see on the currency pair. And there are 3 types of currencies traded on the forex market: the major currency, the cross, and the exotic currency. Stick to this channel if you want to learn more about forex. See you in the next one.